Hey y'all, Jess again. It's a Macuga match, so I gotta be drinking. Let's have some fun.
I have an unbridled drive to win and to succeed in life. No matter how many times I lose, no matter how many times I get beaten down, we'll never get crushed.
I love to compete. I will take on anybody. I'm a winner at heart. I've won before. Every time that I've stepped up since my run in the singles match, everybody thinks that was a fluke, and I'm proving them right.
So happy to finally see Macuga.
Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown. Mark Ellis, Christian Harloff, and not only is this a very special match with the obvious competitors involved, this is the first ever Patreon match. This is the first Patreon match that if you are a patron, you would get this match 1 week early, and then this match will air on Collider Video, will be airing on Collider Video during the undercard. It will be an undercard of McWeeny and Bibbiani. And we got a lot of, look, we have at least 3 Italians on this card.
Yeah, I mean, quick, Christian, I didn't hear a lot of what you said because my ears are ringing from all the woos that were going on backstage.
Oh, yeah.
It sounded like Ric Flair met the movie Multiplicity starring Michael Keaton. What a matchup we have today.
Well, it's so funny because, like, when we were going over, like, because Breanne Chandler, who was helping us with the Patreon, we were talking about what would be the ideal, what would be the best first Patreon match.
And we said anyone but Macuga and Scarpino,
right,
and here we are
right.
today.
Now, but it just made sense. Like these two, when Scarpino made his debut against Mark Bernardin, you're like, well, wait a minute, that's another version of Macuga. And then you said, and then he basically, not only does he call out Macuga that he wants to be on a team with him, but then in his next match against Rachel, he wears the I Love Macuga shirt, and they looked like they were destined to be a team. But then the wild berries happen, and so we don't have Scarpino and Macuga as a team, but you do have them going head-to-head today.
It's interesting you hit on that because I sense a bromance forming here, but then there is
already formed.
Deeply rooted history of hatred between the two men and the two families. So get this. So one of Macuga's parents and one of Scarpino's parents both hail from the Italian region of Calabrese. Their other parents both hail from the Italian region of Chuck E. Cheese. It's going to be a crazy matchup here today.
I like that only because I know how much research you put into it.
I literally Googled it.
I know.
Chuck E. Cheese.
But they do have kind of the same narrative if you look at it, because Scarpino
Beards.
Beards for sure, but he's really good at trivia. The 0-2 record should not fool you because he went up against Bernardini, he went up against Cushing, and he sat in a murderer's row at the free-for-all and still wound up scoring like 3 or 4 points. Macuga has been one of the staples of the Schmoedown. He made it to the finals in the first tournament we ever had. He was almost the champion. He has gone very, very far in the singles league. He's had some very memorable, magical matches, if you will, but he's been on a skid in the singles. He's 7-8 right now. Him and JT, I think, are tied for the most matches ever in Schmoedown history. He needs a win, and Scarpino needs a win, so this is a match that needs to happen.
At the end of today, will everybody be saying Scarpino, oh my lord, what a win for Nick, or will they be saying Macuga, that guy in his luck? Congratulations, Josh.
You're on fire today, and I love the shirt.
Crushing it, as always, Mark Ellis.
All right, let's get to the interviews first. Here we go.
This should be amazing.
0-2. is definitely not where Scarpino wants to be right now. When I get on a plane to LA, I come here to win. I will not leave this place 0-3. Oh, he tells me Rachel Cushing, she's gonna go down easy. Oh, Mark Bernardine, they're gonna go down easy. You're putting a table of killers for the free-for-all, and I go in there and I get smashed. So I call up Harlow, and I'm like, hey, Christian, what are you doing, buddy? Throw me a softball on this one. Give me a little meat and potatoes, like a cold dish. And who does he bring me?
You got the softball himself, Josh Macuga. Softball? You're calling me a softball?
I'm not calling you a softball. I'm calling you a softball.
I think we're close enough friends that we would play on a softball team together.
Actually,
I am not a softball.
I actually asked him, I was like, can I just hang out with Macuga for a little bit? And he was like, yeah, that sounds fun. Because, as you know, I don't understand, you're part of this Wildberries team now.
Wildberries, greatest team in the history of the Schmoedown. You can buy t-shirts anywhere. Listen.
What happened to Beard to Beard? Our team, Beard to Beard. Remember when I said that in my exit interview and you said, cool, we're on the team now, Beard to Beard?
Man.
I'm just saying. I've been betrayed once, not going to happen again.
It would have been Beard to Beard, but now it's Beard versus Beard in the ultimate singles. Listen, the fans have been asking for this. I am currently the master of playing in matches, not so much winning them. I'm coming off a knockout, not the best. And I love you as a person, as a friend, as a brother in Beard, but I'm going to have to beat you today. I'm sorry, man.
As one of the only other Italians in Los Angeles, sir, it pains me to say, but you are going down hard. Hard.
I could play a lot of jokes there about going down hard, but I'm not. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put my best foot forward, Nick Scarpino. Italian versus Italian. Beard versus beard. Friend versus friend in the ultimate Schmoedown. Movie trivia, everything that Christian doesn't want me to say in the microphone right now, I am saying it.
That's different. Joint
Look,
throw.
no surprise there.
Isn't that cute?
Scarpino's in the middle of giving his speech about how he wants to come back, and Macuga just crashes the interview, and then they look like they're ready to just go out and having a drink and not even realizing that they're still playing a match.
Happy Valentine's Day late.
Way late. We're in March now, Mark.
I know, it's great to be here. Madness.
Way to show your cards. All right, so let's get to the tail of the tape. There you go. Josh Macuga and Scarpino have very similar strengths. You've got 80s movies, action movies. And what else is that strength? Read that right there, Mark. What does that say?
I think it says journey knowledge.
It says journey
Will it be
knowledge.
early journey before Steve Perry joined the band? We're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! Introducing first, representing Kinda Funny, with a record of 0 wins, 2 defeats. He is
Creepy
the
hands.
producer / seducer, Nick Scarpino. He knows how to make an entrance. Look at him.
He's not taking a call today. It's all business here. For Nick Scarpino.
He's ready.
You know, maybe the most confident 0-2 player we've ever seen.
Me here.
Ever, because like I said, the 0-2, it should not, it doesn't really do.
They spelled my name right, so that's good.
Scarpino.
And his opponent, representing the Wildberries, with a record of 7 wins, 8 defeats. He is the 2014 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, the Wildman, Josh Macuga.
I love you, Josh!
Where's the dance?
There's a nice hug.
Where's the dance?
Macuga and Scarpino.
He's waiting for it, he's waiting. And here's the dance, there it is, the famous Macuga Wildman
The dance that took down
there
Derek
it is,
Huff
there it is.
once upon a time.
Wax it off.
He added a step there at the end. He's Wildberry.
He has defeated international television superstars with his dancing. Can he defeat Nick Scarpino with his movie trivia knowledge?
Well, the Wildberries are going to be the first team match ever at the live event on March 15th.
Dear God, are we already close to that?
All right, well, we are at a singles match here. Mark, tell us the rules for round number 1.
In round number 1, each competitor and the field indeed is going to hear 8 questions from 8 different movie categories. Once we ask the question up here, you have 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you with the marker provided so kindly by us. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no sniffing of the markers. There is no penalty for missing a question in round 1.
Question real quick. So if you get them all right, you get a bonus. But because we're like really good at being entertaining and also handsome and have beards, if we get 5 right, can we get a
8
bonus?
questions in round 1,
Great.
Christian
Awesome.
Harlow.
Cool.
All right, Macuga, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Scarpino, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown! Round number 1. Here we go, guys. In the category of animated, here you go. Your first question.
Animated.
You'll find characters by the name of Chief Bogo, Nick Wilde, and Judy Hopps in what animated film?
Favorite animated
I think
movie
you
of
mean
all
Nick
time,
Scarpino,
go.
not Nick Hobbs.
Hops.
My favorite
Christ,
of all
off to a
time.
bang on this
animated
one.
movie.
Yeah.
Probably still go.
5, 4, 3,
I don't know anymore.
2, 1. Pens down. All right, Macuga.
Okay, I know this movie.
you
It's
got nothing.
Animals?
Animals is incorrect. Nick.
I just wrote an I and an N. Nothing really there.
All right, so you're both
Just-
wrong. It's Zootopia.
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 Damn it! I
That's what
knew
it
it.
was.
I
Here we
knew
go.
it.
Next category.
We're tied.
What an
man.
effort.
Still tied for
Guys,
first.
Still on track for that bonus point.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Christian, these two laying it all out there on the movie trivia desk. Your next category comes from the world of comedies. Your question is, in Happy Gilmore, who plays Hal L., the sadistic orderly who runs the nursing home?
No, they look like they both know that. I mean,
Happy Gilmore. What happened to that Adam Sandler?
you know,
Can I
You know,
tell him? So
what?
I got it.
4,
Took me a second.
3,
Gotta get the
2,
neurons firing.
1. All right, how are they working?
Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
That's correct.
Thank
Macuga.
Ben Stiller.
There you go.
Come on.
1-1.
Mista, get me out of here.
What
share
a
the
great
same.
performance.
All right, here we go. Category
Tasty.
3 is dramas, gentlemen. Dramas. Ooh. Who directed Black Swan?
Black Swan. Not to be confused with Swan Lake, a ballet I attended last night.
Or not to be
was lovely.
confused
You know
with-
you've never been to a ballet. You shut it.
I went to one once. Don't recommend it.
No.
Duh.
No.
There you go.
It's
Four.
so long.
3,
You know what's worse?
2,
Musicals.
1.
I like musicals.
Macuga.
Darren Aronofsky.
You got it. Scarpino.
Darren Aronofsky.
There you go. There we go. So here we go.
I'd like to challenge that. His Aronofsky looks a lot like you. It's kind of.
It's got an I instead of a
Aaron's
Y.
spelling- no, yeah, no.
Spelling
How
is
how did you
Spelling
pronounce it?
Aronofsky.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
All
just. I'm.
All right. I thought he said Aronofsky. All right.
I'm
here
more
we
of a
go.
Judy Hopps kind of guy myself.
Macuga,
can't
the
believe that
boy
was
that cried Aronofsky on the desk. Your next question comes from the world of horror thrillers. Don't worry, Josh, there's no killers in the studio today. In 2017's Split, how many girls are kidnapped at the beginning of the film?
Man, that's a difficult
Split.
first question.
You know what's crazy is I've seen the beginning of Split like 4 times, but I've never made it past minute 10.
4,
Yeah.
Coster
Sorry,
might
Coster.
leave.
2,
You didn't get to the part
apologize.
with Samuel L. Jackson in it?
1.
No.
Oh,
Is
that's
he
a
in
great
it?
part.
Pens
I
down.
don't
All right.
know.
So Nick.
3?
Figured he's
3?
in it.
That's correct.
Oh!
3.
There you go. Tie game.
We are the same person.
It is. It's happening. It's
Man.
happening. Okay. Next
We
question.
share a brain.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out there before we go to the next question.
Yeah.
Is a team allowed to have 3 members? Because I would like to invite Nick Scarpino to be
To
a
Bill
member
Wildberry?
of the Wild Bear.
If like to accept?
If he moves to LA and goes out of North California.
Let's call my wife.
Can we have a Northern Berries? The Northern
he can start the
Berries.
division in Northern California. I
Christian,
like
I'd be up for the
Northern
Wild
Berries.
Berries
That
moving to
sounds
San
fun.
Francisco.
Hey,
I appreciated that joke very
Thank
much
you.
so.
Lost
All right.
on the crowd.
It was lost on the crowd, but it was
Lost
brilliant.
on the competitors.
It was brilliant. All right,
I
here we
lost
go.
myself in your shirt, Mark. It's delightful.
All right, you should
Spicy.
say nothing on shirts, sir. Action adventure is your next category, gentlemen. What does John McClane use to swing down from the top of the tower to avoid the explosion in the first Die Hard?
Did you guys just pick questions about movies that I love?
You wish you had him against Kalinowski, don't you?
Yeah, Jesus.
Josh
And
is that guy that
5,
rides in his friend's cars with his feet out the
4.
window because he's extra
It's a great way to air out
3,
your feet.
horrific for your
2,
legs.
1, pens down. McCougs,
Fire hose.
It would be a fire hose.
that would be correct. Scarpino.
Firehouse.
There you go. Okay, next question.
Come on, it's
Let's
genius.
just stop and watch
From
that.
the world of
sounds fun.
1980s movies. Movies came out in the decade of the 1980s. What was the name of Doc Brown's dog in 1985's Back to the Future?
Oh, I know.
Stealing some plutonium.
Did you say 85 or 55?
Did you want to use the JTE rule?
Justin Timberlake?
5,
Do you want to use the JTE rule?
No,
4,
I'll keep it.
3, 2, 1,
Just
pens
Timberlake,
down. All right, and Scarpino.
Einstein?
Correct.
Einstein.
There you go.
See, Mark, I didn't
Tie game.
need that old JTE rule. I need you getting in me like Enrico Palazzo, you jerk.
So, question number 7. Question number 7. Fantasy sci-fi. Besides Leonard Nimoy, who played Spock in the rebooted Star Trek movie?
Did you know Dr. Spock wrote a book about how to raise babies?
How do you know that?
Yeah, I read a lot of stuff on the toilet.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
Tiger
5.
Woods
It's all
biographies,
Redskins stuff. 3.
magazines,
Write a
2,
lot of it,
watching
Macuga.
Redskins,
1. Pen,
baby rearing.
Pens down, Macuga.
Zach Quinto from Pittsburgh.
Zachary Quinto.
Wow.
I don't think Macuga could ever miss a question of anything related to Pittsburgh.
That's correct.
All right, here we go.
Greatest city in these
last
United
one.
States.
That's
Last
something.
All right,
Something.
romantic comedies. What is the name of Macuga's uncle's bar in Pitt? Sorry, I read the wrong one.
Oh, it's a place for romance and comedy.
Romantic comedies in The Devil Wears Prada. What
Great
star
movie.
of TV's The Mentalist plays Christian Thompson, a handsome writer that Anne Hathaway's character sleeps with during her trip to Paris? Scandalous things happen in France every time I visit
Funny-
there.
Have you ever been
Funny
there?
story
never been
about
there.
this actor. I saw him at a bar, and
5,
he ordered from the waitress, and I said, "Shouldn't
4,
you know what she's going to ask?"
Asleep, but it had a nice end there.
1.
Like-
Pens down. Scarpino.
Nobody knows that guy's name.
Does Macuga know it?
Simon Baker.
That's correct.
Damn
Macuga
it.
knew his name.
Wow.
Macuga takes over. This is Macuga of old here. We haven't seen this Macuga in probably
My
6
mom
or 7
watches
months.
The Mentalist. That's the only
Macuga
reason I
kind
know.
of breaking rank with what's happening because now he's one ahead of Scarpino. I thought these guys were friends, Christian. All of a sudden, a rift has formed here.
This
All
is
right.
my nightmare.
We have 1
is my
point.
nightmare,
1
Mark.
point here. So now we get to round number 2. Mark, how's it work?
In round number 2, affectionately known as the wheel round, each competitor gets a spin at that thar wheel. Each wheel slice contains 6 questions of varying degrees of difficulty. Each question is worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can check the multiple choice, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, competitors, there is stealing available in round numero dos.
So, Macuga, you have a 1 point lead
Sure.
here over Nick. Do you want to spin the wheel first or do you want to go second?
I mean, I think Nick's here in LA. Be the gentleman. I'm going to let him spin first.
Oh,
Thanks,
wow,
sir.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Scarpino's going to
You're
go.
a gentleman and a scholar.
Do you think this lasts for 3 rounds? Do you think they eventually start yelling at each other?
No, I mean this isn't Dagnino.
Listen
and
to it.
Macuga.
Feel it.
Macuga's been in some
Listening
high
to the
Constant through all
He's trying
these
to
years has been
Yeah.
Feel it.
baseball.
But
He's
Macuga's
being
been in some
urged on.
high-profile matches.
And the spin.
He's rooting for the Black Swan.
Good spin.
He wants Natalie.
He wants Portman.
Yeah.
The easier
Will he
chant
get
is
Natalie?
Why do we go with Natalie?
Christian doesn't have quite enough momentum
And you're
to
gonna
get there. He's going to get
directors. Do you want to stick with directors or spin again? He's going to listen to the
girls
crowd.
want you to spit. I think
The very Price
there's
is
a lot
Right
of
of
directors
Scarpino.
out there.
Here's the spin. Oh, he's doing it
Oh,
again.
that's a nice spin right there.
Now another Natalie chant.
Never heard before. Here is the Natalie
No, we got a
chant.
street. We got a street
It's
chant. before,
easier
never
to just
Natalie.
chant Portman.
You can chant Portman.
Portman.
Uh-oh.
Not going to be Portman, but it could be.
Portman. Portman.
Oh, action
Portman.
Coming of
adventure.
age. Coming of age.
Coming of age movies, Scarpino will have to stick with that. Christian, I will defer to
wanted
you
coming
as
of
to who
age.
you want to ask the questions to.
That was amazing.
You like that?
All the way
Can't see
around. That was good.
anyone.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and ask Nick?
Coming of age movies. Nick Scarpino, your first question. What seminal drama marked the first movie of Ice Cube in an acting role?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Juice, B, Boys in the Hood, C, Menace to Society, D, Straight Outta Compton?
B.
Can you repeat those one more time, please?
Is it A, Juice, B, Boys in the Hood, C, Menace to Society, or D, Straight Outta Compton?
I'm going to say juice.
That is incorrect, Josh Macuga.
I'd say Boys in the Hood.
Give him a point.
1 point. Macuga taking a
What was he in Boys in the Hood?
He was the brother who was the gangster. Remember?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Juice was way too late. That was not the guess.
I thought it was
Doughboy,
right.
wasn't
Doughboy.
Yeah.
Correct. Doughboy.
I was going to say
yes.
New Jack City, but
it? Question
just
2.
makes it all of them.
Your next question, in the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower,
Shot in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Should have stuck with directors.
who played Charlie's English teacher and mentor, Mr. Anderson?
Multiple choice.
Give me multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Dylan McDermott, B, Tom Savini, C, Paul Rudd, or D. Nicholas Braun?
Okay, D.
I'm going to go with Paul Rudd on this.
Give him a point.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well done. I didn't even know the other three actors.
Well, I don't know what that movie is. I just like Paul Rudd. He's great.
Your next question.
Good in Ant-Man.
In 1987's Adventures in Babysitting, what actor is credited as playing Thor, the truck driver?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Well, how does he know that?
a
What
good
a
one.
random
It's my wife's
nugget
favorite movie.
of trivia there.
She loves that movie. Chicago, shot Chicago. John Hughes.
Woo! Woo! Midwest.
Nick Scarpino, your last question. You've achieved a lead on Josh Macuga, a feat only done by 17 other competitors. Who directed Joseph Gordon-Levitt in 500 Days of
I
Summer?
don't know this,
Mark
bitch.
Webb.
2 more points
Scarpino.
for Nick Scarpino, and all of a sudden Macuga is looking up at
Also
Nick
the Spider-Man.
Scarpino.
Amazing Spider-Man.
That was 499 days too many, in my opinion.
All right, Macuga, you're up on the wheel.
Wheel.
Macuga's going to now spin, and Macuga has had great luck in the past here, too. I mean, he was known in 2016. He had a wonderful run.
Little dance that he's
He
got.
beat JTE.
Up
In a
Also
very memorable
from
match.
Pittsburgh, the
Here we
Charleston.
go. There's the spin.
Did you know Josh has 10 minutes of
Get it.
stand-up based
Get
on
it.
500 Days of Summer?
The dancing
Oh,
together.
there's Scarpino getting in there,
Together,
too.
they're doing a dance
These
together.
guys,
They love each
shocking
other.
to hear they've been laid. And we are about to get to the slice that he spun. Is it going to be opponent's choice? Look out, Christian.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Okay, but Christian, what does Scarpino do here? Because they've been so friendly, so now Scarpino does have the option to give his buddy Josh Macuga a good win.
Natalie.
He's going to go
Natalie.
Portman.
Natalie.
He's going Portman.
Natalie.
All right, he wants Natalie Portman. Okay.
You can't spin it again. He's going to go to Natalie Portman. Wow.
This is everything that it was billed to be.
I don't know if this is a good or bad category. I just really
I
like
don't
Natalie
either.
Portman.
Just ask a bunch of questions about
Leon the
beautiful-
professional. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you
Oh, beautiful people.
All right, here we go. Macuga, your
Beautiful
first,
girls.
your
Thank you.
first question. A Natalie Portman film. Who directed Natalie in Leon, the Professional?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh,
Said
man.
he
You
wanted.
know, this is like,
I gotta think about this.
I'm going to need multiple choice.
5, 4.
Multiple
He went
choice.
to
Oh, you're okay. A. Luc Besson. B. John Woo. C. John Frankenheimer. D. Catherine Bigelow.
As much as I love the name John Frankenheimer, it's Luc Besson.
For 1 point. All right.
I knew it. I knew
Clap
it.
for him.
Directed by John Frankenheimer.
All right, I got it.
It's a great name for like movie commercials. It doesn't matter what the movie is. Slappy in the Egg, directed
Nat-
by John Frankenheimer.
Natalie's character lives with epilepsy in what film?
Garden State.
There you go.
Okay.
Good points.
She got that
Also
fire.
shot in
okay.
Pittsburgh.
No
Pittsburgh.
girl ever looked finer in a helmet than Natalie Portman.
Pittsburgh, the Garden State.
Okay.
Yeah, Garden State.
All right. Released in 2005, what was the first film for which Natalie Portman received her first Oscar nomination?
Closer.
You said 2005. Can you repeat the question?
That's your first one. Released in 2005, what was the first film for which Natalie Portman received her first Oscar nomination?
I'm going to need multiple choice on this one.
A. Garden State. B. Closer. C. Parisia Tem. D. The Darjeeling Limited. Darjeeling Limited. Excuse me.
The Darjeeling Limited.
Darjeeling Limited. I can't
Tough
Darling
round there for
Limited.
Christian
Let me
Harlow.
do it
The
again.
Darling Limited, ladies and gentlemen.
I said Darjeeling. Whatever.
The Darth Maul Limited. Yep,
Dark
you got
Sling.
it there, big guy.
Darjeeling Limited. Well, now you fucking guess what it is.
I think it's Closer.
And you'd be right.
Yeah.
He's got a lead.
Great movie.
11.
Back
Great
in
movie.
the
It is.
lead.
I'm going to
Clive Owen's
I'm
never
gonna
been
dock
sexier.
him
Ooh,
3
Clive
points for mocking. All right,
Except
here we
when
go.
he tried to
And
do
your last
surgery
one.
on himself
Last
in
question.
the Nick.
Natalie Portman describes what comedy title character as almost too good looking during a short cameo?
Whoa.
Almost too good. Short cameo, almost too. I'm going to need multiple choice on this one.
A. Zoolander. B. Scott Pilgrim. C. Austin Powers. D. Ron Burgundy.
I'm going to say Zoolander.
1 point
Yes.
for Macuga. Okay.
He was a big fan of the first
Okay.
Zoolander.
It
I
was.
am.
He's got himself a 2-point lead here going
Yes, he
into
does.
the third round. And now, Mark, how's the third round work?
In round number 3, we are going to get a series of 3 numbers from each competitor, ranging from 1 to 20. Josh's going to get your numbers first. Each number corresponds to a movie category up here at the answer desk. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your second question is worth 3 points. And your last question, should we make it that far, is worth 5 points. Joshua Hercules, what 3 letters / numbers would you like?
I'm going to go Jerome Bettis, 36, Louis Lips, 88, and Greg Lloyd, 95.
None of those are from 1 to 20.
Correct.
I would
Sorry,
also
those
like
were-
95.
I'm going to go 3, 9, 19.
Okay.
3, 9,
Thank you, guys.
19.
Great numbers, if I
Scarpino.
do say so
I'm
myself.
going to go 13,
Whoa.
14,
Oh!
15.
All right, so here we go. We start with
Don't mix it up. Keep it tight. Keep it tight.
Scarpino. Nick gets a 2-pointer here to tie the game and send it back to Macuga. Category
mind.
new releases.
Ooh.
New releases.
Clear the mechanism.
Who voiced the Boss Baby in, you guessed it,
Baldwin.
The Boss Baby?
Alec Baldwin.
2 points, ties it up, throws it back to Macuga.
You were a big fan of that movie.
I like that movie.
Second
it
only
good?
to
Yeah,
Rock
it's
Dog
good.
that year.
Macuga,
I watched 10 minutes on a
Macuga
plane.
has
Didn't like it.
category 3.
Josh Macuga, we go to you for 2 points and the lead. Your question is from the category of 80.
Whoa! All right.
Who plays Goose in
Oh.
Top Gun?
Oh, man. Oh, what? Anthony Edwards.
2 points.
I was
gonna say
concerned
Michael.
about
I was
that.
going to say Michael Anthony Edwards, and then
I was going to say Anthony Hopkins. That would have been
and
amazing.
then Michael Anthony Hopkins. Yes.
We're going back to Scarpino for his 3-pointer Christian.
You chose 14 for
fun.
your 3-pointer. Category of sports.
Home run,
Category of
touchdown,
My
field
least,
goal.
my least favorite category.
All right. Who played the manager of the Oakland A's in
Brad
Moneyball?
Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
The most confident I've ever seen an incorrect
The
answer.
only person he knew in the movie, Brad Pitt. It was actually.
It
Philip
wasn't
Seymour-
Jonah Hill.
It was
Philip
Philip
Seymour Hoffman was the manager.
No, he's the
You're thinking the
manager.
owner. All right, so now it comes down to the 5-pointer. Now, if Scarpino hits it, it goes back to Macuga. But if he misses it, Josh Macuga will have his
always
first
doing
victory since defeating Tom Dagnino of last year. All right, here we go.
Right, Dick.
All right, it's the truth.
Okay.
What do we do? 15. Category 15. You chose Tom Hanks movie.
The answer is Brad Pitt.
Tom. All right. In the
Philadelphia.
Green Mile.
Oh, sorry.
In the Green Mile, who plays the prison warden, Hal Morse?
Zephyr Coffin. James Cromwell.
5,
Being upset.
4, 3.
I'm going to say Gary Sinise.
And your winner! Ladies and gentlemen,
It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
Scarpino left it all out there. You can see the exasperation. You can see the exhaustion.
Yeah, the answer was James Cromwell.
James Cromwell. He can
Oh.
talk to pigs and he can walk someone down a Green Mile. Macuga coming over to console his buddy after his loss.
But Macuga, who
James Gonwell.
Oh, well, then now he's throwing some shade, Christian. I don't know how these
He
post-game
did it.
interviews are going to go.
he did the Wildberries dance, almost did it right out the door, but he didn't. But Macuga's back here. He's 8-8. He got himself back to 500. Now the question is who he's going to play next. But and Macuga just
Wheels.
ate
You got to take the
it.
wheels.
Macuga just ate it. All right.
That chair comes hot.
It comes in hot. A couple people almost ate it, and Macuga did eat it. So that's a blooper for the patrons. All right, so now we also, Nick Scarpino now, 0-3. What does he do next? We're going to have to find out as we talk to Brianne Chandler, who is with both Scarpino and Macuga together. Here we go.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans and patrons? I'm Brianne Chandler here with first place finisher Josh Macuga and second place finisher Nick Scarpino.
Second place. He lost. And I
That's
won.
also known as second place.
Oh, right.
Yes,
Got it,
I'm
got
trying
it.
to change the verbiage here, you know.
Got it. That's smart. It's less
Yes.
bullying, less cyberbullying.
Here's what I liked. Okay, Nick, here's what I really liked. I enjoyed that you
I
both.
wanted that Patreon belt. I wanted it back.
There's no
The pa-
Patreon belt.
There is a
Wait.
Patreon belt. I'm making it.
Are you making it?
No, I'm not.
Can I
gonna
have
make
it?
Yeah, sure. I'll give it to you.
I love how in sync you guys both were when you came out for your entrances.
Mm-hmm.
Both had that arm through the curtain as the first thing. Did you coordinate that?
We're just we just great minds think alike, and
Listen,
we have great forearms. The
You
two
know,
of us.
listen.
Show them your forearms. Show them the babies. Show them the babies.
You know how it goes. Listen, don't work out any other muscle in your body, just your forearms. That was Lou Ferrigno's choice. That was Schwarzenegger's choice. That was Stallone's choice. They're big forearm
Pick
guys.
one.
But I feel like I'm digressing here. What the people know is that Hugh Jackman may be in the movie The Greatest Showman, but the greatest showmen in the history of the Schmoedown are Nick Scarpino and Josh Macuga. If you wanted us in every match, we would do it, and we would still score about the same. Now listen, are we the greatest competitors? No, but we are hands down the most entertaining. That's why the Northern Berries will join forces with the Wild Berries at some point down the line for a three-way team live match, live from Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall.
4,000 people, all the belts, none that we wear, just from friends that bring belts.
Wow. This bromance is bigger than when Christian
Yep.
met Dino's Pizza.
Yes.
I don't even know what to do with this
Yep.
bromance. All right. Okay, Nick, I got to know. 0-3. So are you, I mean, are you going to keep doing
in terms
this?
of losses, wins and losses? It is efforts and better efforts.
The thing is that I had a great time today. As you guys know, I'm one of the most requested people to come back to LA. People love me, back by Popular Demand. And I got to hang out with two of my favorite people, Josh and the big man up there. I mean, the big man up there.
Big man up there. Like,
Christian.
oh, okay. I was thinking something completely different.
Not God.
Now, you're at 8-8.
Yeah, solid
what-
500. I feel like my whole life, 16 matches. My whole life has been about 500. Some wins, some losses, some knockouts, all of that combined to make me probably the greatest competitor that's ever been at 500 in the history of the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
So what's next for you?
Well, listen, I think that my heart was stepped on and I was betrayed by a little guy by the name of Cody Hall. He may be 27 in years, but he's 18 in vision. And when I come in at a solid 500, 8-8, 552 points scored in the history of the Schmoedown, they are all coming for Cody Hall. We had a fantasy thing together, we had a great life planned, and you went and threw it all away.
Cody, you suck.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
You suck, Cody.
So look out, Cody Hall.
Look out, Cody Hall.
But before that, we're going to see the Wildberries versus the Real Rejects March 15th
Live!
at the L Portal Theater.
Whoa!
So join us for that. Thank you so much for joining us. Back to you guys.
Berries, Northern Berries, Miss Movie.
Natalie Portman!
Natalie Portman.
Natalie!
As you could imagine, it was pretty wild back there. No pun intended. Macuga calling out Cody Hall, saying he doesn't like where he went with Lon. The fact that he
I
went
was
with Lon
surprised
Harris.
to see that. Yeah,
Me
some
too.
anger in his eyes.
Will it happen? Will it happen? We do not know. We'll have to see. All right, and so cops are shaking his head. Can't believe that happened and that I didn't. inform him about it. He's so upset.
He's still got the competitive fire Copster does, and he infuses all of that in the glares he gives us during the shoot.
Right. Okay, so that's it. That's the match so far between Scarpino and Macuga. It was everything I thought it would be. It was crazy. It was a good match. They knew a lot of the same things.
Yeah, I mean, I liked watching it. It was such an entertaining match, but these guys do know some stuff about movies, and I'm happy to say between the two of them, they have accumulated 8 victories in the Schmoedown.
Yeah, well, that's very true. Okay, so now that is the first match here. Again, for all you patrons, you got to see this match 1 week early. And for everyone else, get ready because now you've waited the week, you've got the match, and now you're going to have McWeenie versus Bibiani. It's coming up in just a few.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and here we go. It's the Schmoedown Breakdown.
And your winner!
Macuga's performance today is the best of his entire career. He missed just one question on the day. As for Scarpino, who's faced strong performances in his previous 2 matches, fell victim once again to a stellar performance from his opponent. Macuga cruised to a 15-13 victory. Now, Scarpino hovered right around his lifetime average of 68% by answering 10 of 15 in this match. But Macuga's play today cannot be overlooked. After missing the first question of the match, he went on to answer the next 13 in a row, including a steal opportunity. Today's appearance ties him with JTE for the most singles matches at 16, and coincidentally, both now have records of 8-8. For all things Schmoedown stats, go to ST Rundown Stats on Twitter, and don't forget the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on iTunes and YouTube. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
Alright, that's enough for this one. Yeah, I'll come back later for round 2. Wait.